Welcome everyone to What Happened on Switch episode 6, and this is the first episode in 5 months. God, I really need to space my series out better. But yeah, I'm sorry for the long wait, but hey, it's here now, so don't worry. So in this episode, we're going to be covering WarioWare, Pokemon Let's Go Johto, and Paper Mario All-Stars, and we'll give them a chance score, as well as my personal want score for how likely they are to be on the Nintendo Switch. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go! First, let's talk about WarioWare. Okay, so to get this out of the room, WarioWare is one of the more popular Mario spin-off franchises. I mean, it's not as popular as Luigi's Mansion, Yoshi's Island, or Donkey Kong or any of that, but it still is a decently popular Mario spin-off franchise, and it is a lot more popular than Wario Land, which on one hand is, boosts up his chances by a lot, but on the other hand, it's kind of sad to see Wario Land get completely shafted all the time. Anyway, aside from that, I think WarioWare is very, very likely to come to the Nintendo Switch. Well, the first reason for this is because all WarioWare games do sell pretty well. There have been a few flops here and there in the WarioWare series, but most of them do sell pretty well, considering, it's Wario, and it's a game about something that looks like this. But yeah, WarioWare games typically do sell pretty well. So they definitely sell well enough to the point that they would be able to continue with the franchise on the Switch. But you want to know something else? The Switch has HD Rumble. So imagine what WarioWare micro games could possibly come out of that. There's so much potential for Rumble mini games for a WarioWare on the Switch. This almost seems too good for them to pass up. With lots of potential and a series that does actually pretty well sales-wise, I think it's really likely that WarioWare will come to the Nintendo Switch. I can't really give it a 100% chance, but I do think it's very, very likely for the sheer potential of it and for the series actually having a pretty good track record of sales, even if it isn't the highest Mario spin-off franchise out there. So I'm going to give WarioWare on the Switch a chance score of 90%. So, like I said, the games do typically sell well, and there is a lot of potential for a WarioWare game on Switch. But the reason it's not 100% is because it definitely isn't the biggest selling Mario spin-off out there, heck, or even Nintendo franchise as a whole. But although I do think it sold well enough to get one, I don't know, it could also be canceled because it's not the biggest selling franchise out there. But I highly doubt that would be the case. But yeah, there is a little bit of a drawback. And something else I want to mention is that it might be really, really hard to make a WarioWare for the Switch if it depends, you're going to have to be able to play it on the TV and on the go. So finding that perfect balance for some micro games and such, or just the WarioWare format as a whole, might be a little bit tricky. And yeah, that could be an obstacle, but I think they could be able to work around that. But I'm not a game developer, so I'm not really sure. I think that'd be a challenge, but it wouldn't be impossible to work around. But those are only two slight drawbacks though, so I'm going to give WarioWare a chance score of 90%. For a want score, 70%. I like the WarioWare series, but it's definitely not one of my favorite Nintendo franchises ever. I love it for the characters and just the weird, wacky charm of it all. It just speaks out to me a lot. And, the games they're good. They're good. I don't love them by any means, but they are a really good time, and I would definitely get it if it came out on Switch. Like I said, they're not my favorite things ever, but, they're pretty cool. I do enjoy them a lot, so 70%, I think that is a good want score for me. Next, let's talk about Let's Go Johto. Now, these ones are interesting because the original Let's Go games actually sold really well. They sold over 13 million copies, which is actually really good. And, that may have just been because it's the first Pokemon game on the Switch, but I don't know, even then, that's still pretty good sales numbers. I won't deny that. And the Pokemon creator did say that they do want to make more Pokemon Let's Go games and expand into its own sub-series of sorts, which I actually think that would be pretty cool. But the thing is, the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games are still very mixed. They have been since the beginning, and that certainly hasn't changed now. These games are incredibly mixed. Some people like them, some people dislike them. But the thing is, with sales numbers like the original Let's Go games and the creator literally saying that they want to expand it into a sub-series, I'm not really sure the fan criticism even matters anymore. I don't really think it matters. If the creator said that they want to make it into its own thing, they're gonna make it into its own thing. And with sales numbers like that, to be honest, how could they not? It doesn't really depend on if we want it or not, but with the sales numbers of the original games and the fact that the creator literally said they want to expand it into their own sub-series, I really don't think there's much that would possibly stop them in their tracks. Plus, there was that little detail during a Pokemon Presents that did hint at it, but I mean, that could have just been there for no reason, but hey, at least it's something to mention, right? So, yeah, I think Pokemon Let's Go Johto games are really likely, despite the original Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee being somewhat mixed. So I give Pokemon Let's Go Johto a chance score of 90%. The mixed fan criticism of the original games might be the only thing bringing it down, but honestly, I don't really see that as much of a hindrance at all, because all that fan criticism could easily be fixed in a new Pokemon Let's Go game. And all these issues could literally be fixed. And then nobody would really complain about these anymore. The original Pokemon Let's Go games sold very, very well. 13 million copies, like I said before, possibly even more now. And, you know, the creators said they want to expand it into its own sub-series. So if they don't do it because of the fan criticism, then I don't know what else they wouldn't do Pokemon Let's Go Johto games for. Just all the evidence is there except for the fact that the original games are mixed. That is the only thing that is bringing it down. For a launch score though, 90%. The thing is, I haven't played a Johto region Pokemon game. Well, I mean, I tried to, but with something like this, I looked on the internet, I looked at the price, and I said, screw it, I'm not gonna do this. So I would love to explore the Johto region for once, and with a Pokemon Let's Go style, I think I'd really like that. We already have a lot of main series Pokemon games that have the same thing, and I like Pikachu and Eevee a lot for having their own new thing. I like the fact that it was its own thing, and I actually really love to see that be expanded into a sub-series. And for something like this, I would really love that, especially since with the fact that I've never played a Johto region Pokemon game before, and the fact that I really like the original Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee, put those together, and I think I had something that I would really, really enjoy. Plus, you go back to the Kanto region in every Johto game, so you basically get 2 games in one. Just think about that. With that, I have to give it a 90% launch score. It seems too good. Lastly is Paper Mario All-Stars. Now, let's get straight to the point. Paper Mario creators don't want to go back to the original RPG formula. As sad it is to say, we have to admit it, the RPG formula is gone from Paper Mario. Yes, the world has become a lot worse since then, but it's something we have to deal with no matter what. So, that already gives this a pretty bad start, but there's something that makes it even worse. Paper Mario the Origami King didn't even come out a year ago. Yes, I know this is Paper Mario's 25th anniversary, and if they were going to do anything to celebrate it, they would either one, remaster or / remake one of the older Paper Mario games, or 2, port all of them into a collection, kind of like 3D All-Stars. And I think just a sole remake of one of them is much more likely. Probably the original, and then I'd probably say Thousand Year Door would be second. But I don't think that they're gonna put all 3 of these games into one. And something else holding it back is because, like I said, the Origami King just came out last year. There has always been at least a 4-year gap between Paper Mario games ever since Thousand Year Door released. And there hasn't been any Paper Mario game that has come out a year after another. So this is much more likely to be a 25th anniversary thing rather than a 20th, because that is a longer gap. Because I just don't think this is gonna happen. I really don't see much of anything going in its favor aside from this being Paper Mario's 20th anniversary. We just had the Origami King last year. The creators don't want to go back to the RPG formula, And it's much more likely that they're going to be a little bit lazier and just remaster one of the games if they are going to go do something for their 20th anniversary. I just don't think they're going to do this. So I give Paper Mario All-Stars a chance score of 5%. Really, the only thing it's got going for it is the fact that it's Paper Mario's 20th anniversary. Other than that, I just don't see any hope for it. They don't want to go back to the original formula. The Paper Mario creators literally just released Origami King last year, and they're probably going to remake one of the other games if they're going to do anything for Paper Mario's 20th anniversary. I really just don't see hope for a collection like this in the slightest. I'm sorry, but it's only getting a 5% chance score. 20th anniversary is all it has going for it. For a want score, however, not 100%, no, that is not a typo, 1,000%. If only the true fans know this, but Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is in fact my favorite game of all time. It's the only game that I could consider an experience to play. When I was playing through the main game like a year ago, nothing ever felt as fun. It felt like a true journey of a game, and I never even put it down until after I beat it. And when I beat it, I was legitimately upset that the game was over because of how much fun I had with it. Okay, all my gushing about Mario 1000 Year Door aside, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is my favorite game, so yeah, that already has that going for it. Super Paper Mario is a pretty fun game too, and that would offer a lot of differentiating compared to the original two in the collection. And the original Paper Mario I have never played, but I heard it is also amazing. So combined with a game that I haven't played, which would make me really excited, my favorite game of all time, and a game that would offer a lot of variety compared to the other two, and you have a collection that I would absolutely love, and I think everybody would love, and it's getting a 1,000%, and you will not tell me otherwise. And that does it for Will They Happen on Switch Episode 6. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with my chance scores? Do you disagree with them? Let me know in the comment section down below. I mean, I know you're gonna disagree because there's no way you have the same exact numbers as I do, but, you know, still, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. See you soon. Bye.